What's up everybody, I'm the Nerf modding nerd, and this is Nerf News episode 91. So starting off, we have a new blaster coming from Project FDL. This is the FDL Basic. They say that it is a back-to-basics approach with simplicity in mind, combining many of the lessons learned and style cues from every previous FDL, shrunken yet still resulting in 170 FPS, 13 dart per second, adjustable pint size, brushless, and it's a lightweight powerhouse, and stay tuned for more information. The only other information we have on this is it's going to be around $300, though we won't entirely know until they finish doing all the beta testing so that they can figure out exactly how much labor is going into printing and making these blasters. So this is going to be a half-dart blaster, as you can see here, and one thing to note is that the flywheels are not going to be vertical like they have been on previous FDLs, but they are going to be horizontal like they were on the FDL2, which I think looks really cool, and it's the same brushless motors that they've been using all this time, so you're going to get the same good performance. It is a single trigger system, so when you pull the trigger, because they're brushless motors, they rev up super fast, and then you will be able to fire the dart just with one press of the trigger. Up on the top, there is a voltmeter, and then there's two knobs there. Like previous ones, I'm assuming that one of these is darts per second, and the other one is FPS, and then I'm not entirely sure what that little black thing above the voltmeter is, though it may be a little screen like they have had on previous FDLs to show you how fast the darts are shooting and how many per second you are shooting. Next up, we have the Dart Zone Pro Mark II. So unlike we were thinking that this was going to be more of a rifle type blaster like the Dart Zone Pro 1 and Dart Zone Pro 1.1, this is actually going to be a pistol, as you can see here. So it's going to be likely averaging around the same FPS as the Dart Zone Pro, but we don't know on that obviously. And it's going to be selling at Target only for a $75 price tag, which is really hefty, but it is going to come with a few attachments, not just the blaster. First up, it's going to be coming with a holster with a belt attachment, so you can just slide it right on your belt and pull it out really easily to fire. The next thing it's going to be coming with is a muzzle brake. I don't know why it's coming with a muzzle brake. I think this is just for cosmetics. I personally will not be using the muzzle brake if it is just cosmetic if I do pick this blaster up, because extra stuff on the front of your barrel just decreases performance and honestly isn't necessary. Next thing it's going to be coming with, which is probably the coolest, it's going to be coming with speed loaders. So this is going to be a half-dart blaster just like the previous Dart Zone Pro blasters, and this speed loader is designed to be pulled out of your belt because it is going to come with a belt holder and two of these speed loaders just put up to the top of the blaster like the Chronos speed loader, and then you just pull your hand down on the speed loader and it loads however many darts that is into the blaster itself, which is really awesome as this is designed for competitive play, and generally internal magazines are not as competitive because they take forever to load. Here's a photo right here of all the things that it's going to be coming with. As you can see on the right, that's the holster with the belt loop. Up in the middle is the blaster itself with the muzzle brake on, and on the left side is the two speed loaders with the belt loop. I'm super excited for this, as the other Dart Zone Pro blasters have had really good performance and have had a really good price tag. I do think this one's a bit overpriced, but I'm excited nonetheless. And next up, we have the Nerf Ultra Amp, which was shared to us in the Nerf Hong Kong fan group. This is going to be a flywheel magazine-fed Ultra Blaster, so even though the Ultra Blasters are really impractical, this is probably going to be the most practical of them, and it looks really like a strike. So as you can see on the trigger, it has a rev trigger and then the regular trigger. The magazine release is inside the trigger guard, which I hate, and they have that on most of the newer blasters, but that's just a gripe. The magazine is kind of a weird slanted magazine, but it is going to be a 6-dart magazine, and it's only going to come with 6 ultra darts. Up on the front looks to be an included foregrip, which you cannot detach, which is probably going to be kind of like the one that comes with the Modulus Strife, but you cannot detach this if you don't want it. Up on the top, that black piece looks kind of like a sight, and then it has a jam door like the Modulus or any of the Strifes really, and then the battery door is on the left side instead of the right side like on the Strifes, and then it's going to have an end strike stock attachment point. It's not going to come with a stock, but just the fact that it has a stock attachment point is going to be awesome, because I don't think we've seen any other Ultra Blasters with a stock attachment point. Obviously, it's not also going to have an end strike barrel attachment point because an Ultra Dart would not fit through an end strike barrel, but that's okay. Honestly, I think this is the coolest of the Ultra Blasters that we've seen so far, and probably going to be the most practical if you can get a higher capacity magazine, which I'm sure some people will go in 3D print or design in other ways. And before we do wrap up this video, this is just a quick reminder, I do have a Discord server, link in the description box below, where you can talk to me and other fans and talk about different Nerf related or non-Nerf related things like modding or events, or you can suggest things for future Nerf News episodes or other videos. So that is sadly going to be the end of this Nerf News episode. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and join my Discord server with the link in the description box below. I'm the Nerf modding nerd, and I'll see you next time.